Hi everyone. So I want to come on and talk a little bit about and to Amberlynn and Becky. You know, before I get into this, I want to introduce myself to those who don't know me. This is Molly Jo, but my name is Cheryl, and 4 years ago on the 21st, I had gastric bypass surgery. My high weight was 298 pounds, and I was in excruciating pain, miserable, unhealthy, and a mess on 17 different meds. I had one issue after the other. I saw my family doctor at least 4 to 5 times a month, and then of course anything in between that was going on. I mean, I was a mess. The best thing I ever did for myself was gastric bypass, and this is not a video about gastric bypass, but I just want to let you know where I am and a little backstory on me. I have lost and maintained 101 pound weight loss since my bypass almost 4 years ago, and I learned, taught myself, and accepted and adapted a complete new way of life in order to maintain health and success in weight loss. Now, I watched Amberlynn's video today. I think it's called I Don't Know How to Lose Weight. And I made a comment on it. But then I was doing laundry and such, and I got a shower, and when I was back in the shower, I was in there a while. I like to soak in a shower. I mean, to this day, I've done it my whole life probably. I used to soak in a hot tub where I'd go, ooh, ooh, ow, 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 getting in, and then I'd be like lobster woman getting out. I like a shower the same way, nice and hot. And of course, it feels good in my back. And I remembered, I still have back pain, but nothing like I used to. In that shower, at 298 pounds, I remembered all the pain and the agony I felt just getting a shower 4 years ago. I remember that last shower I got the day of surgery and how I really cried in that shower. I mean, I cried in every shower because of the pain I was in. But I really cried in that shower because for the first time in a very long time, I knew my life was about to change, and finally an effort that I put forth was going to render me success. Bypass for me was rock bottom. I tried everything to lose weight, just like you, Amber. I tried everything with the exception of pills. I already took enough pills. There was no way I was taking that road. But I juiced. I mean, sucking that juice down was probably one of the worst things I've ever done. But, buddy, let me tell you what, I tried because I wanted to lose the weight. I didn't want to look and feel the way I felt anymore. I didn't want the pain anymore. I didn't want any of it. I couldn't take anymore. And I remember I fought with my husband because he didn't get me the right wee video I wanted. And I screamed at him, it's his fault I'm so fat and I can't lose weight. I mean, I was just unreal. It was nobody's fault but my own. I'm the one who put the crap in my face. I'm the one who did everything the wrong way and didn't give a hoot and heck. And I remember being at the doctor's office one day, and Dr. Mike is like, you lost 11 pounds. I'm like, big whoop. And he looked at me like, what do you mean big whoop? And my attitude was so shitty, for lack of a better word. I had a shit attitude. I lost 11 pounds, and instead of running with that and going, oh my God, let me think, how did I lose that 11 pounds? Let me continue down that path. I was like, big whoop, went home and ate what I wanted. I guess, Amber, you have to hit that rock bottom like I did. I think that's the only way you're going to lose the weight. But I'm going to tell you this, and Amber said in the video I watched today, you weigh 298, which was my highest. When I saw 298, I went ballistic. I swore to myself there was no way on God's green earth I was going to ever see 300 pounds. And let me tell you what, I never did. My highest weight ever recorded, ever in my life, was 298 pounds. I think it's possible my first marriage I could have topped 3. Maybe. Maybe I was only 250. I don't know. I look like a blob, though. I'll tell you that right now. I was a blob. And I felt like a flipping blob. You're half of Amber right now, Becky. You're where I was when I was at my rock, excuse me, my rock bottom. And I said, today is the day I change my life. My family doctor wanted me for a while. He was talking to me about weight loss surgery, and I refused to even listen to him. I was like, no, stop. Finally, when I realized in my mind, and in the interim of this, I was researching the procedure, and I was learning about it, because I guess in the back of my mind, I knew it was in my future. So when I realized that nothing I did was going to make a difference, I mean, again, I did every diet out there. I had to do something. I was basically sitting in my chair every day wondering when it was going to end, you know? I was worthless. I could do nothing. I would cry getting up out of my chair and walking back to the bathroom to go to the bathroom. There were times I couldn't even wipe myself. My back was so bad, I would go to wipe and I would cramp as I would reach my arm around. And it's like, when at 298 pounds to be that way, I was unbelievably in a position where I should not have been in. And yeah, my situation was worse due to my back. I understand that. But I guarantee you, Becky, you have back problems at 298 pounds. And Amber, the back problems you have, I can't even fathom. And when I saw you sitting on that stool or chair or whatever you're on, cooking, you reminded me of my aunt, who's gone a long time. She was in her early to mid 50s, and she battled weight her whole life. And I remember my mom used to call her the fat little onion lady, because I swear to God, if she could have put frickin' onions in cereal, then it would have put onions in cereal. She was obsessed with them. But my mom didn't mean that in any ugly way. I mean, my mom used to call me her little SOB. She didn't mean anything. My mom would kill you if you looked at me cross-eyed. That's just what my mom called my aunt. And she wasn't in any way being derogatory or mean to her. In fact, Aunt Cindy used to giggle and giggle when she called her that. It was a term of endearment, trust me. I just made black vanilla tea. And put a little vanilla extract in it. Oh my Lord, it's so good. So, she would cook. And she would have to sit to cook. She'd have to sit to do her dishes. She would have to use her cane to walk probably 25 steps to her bathroom and another 4 back into her bed. She had intervention. She had help. She got her stomach cut off at one point. She got 70 pounds of fluid removed. She had lost a massive amount of weight at one point. She was down in a Gloria Vanderbilt like size 14 or 16, which was very small for her. And she gained it all back. And eventually it took her life. You made me think of her seeing you sit there like that. And I loved her very much, but when I got my driver's license 4 years ago, and I looked at that picture, I saw her, and I was like, no bleeping way. Today is the end. And maybe that's what I needed, was to see her and know the path that she went, and know that I was headed down that same path had I not changed what was going on. I loved me enough to change. Not sure, Amber, that you love you enough to change. Becky, I don't think you even see it yet. This is the second or third video. I know I did one for sure. You and I talked on MyFitnessPal, Amber. I told you I did not do MyFitnessPal often. You told me to communicate to you through there. Wanted to be Facebook friends. At that time, I didn't YouTube video or nothing like that. We lost touch. I offered to help you. I'm offering not to help you because I can't. I don't have the capability of helping you. The only help you have at this point, and the only way anything's going to ever change for you, is for you to completely and totally change the way you eat, drink, and consume. That's it. The ball's in your court. You've got to cut the carbs. You've got to cut the sugar. You've got to get rid of the soda. You've got to stop the Cheesecake Factory. You got to stop the Cracker Barrel. You got to knock it off. You got to stop the potatoes, the bread, the rice, the pasta, the noodles. Well, that is pasta. Get rid of it. Get it out of your house if you have no self-control. I can walk you out in my kitchen right now and show you Doritos, Fritos, banana bread, whatever else. It is not going in my mush. That's my choice. My husband did not make the weight loss surgery choice. I did. Now, with that said, Becky, this is for you. And if anybody out there thinks I'm a disgusting, cruel human being for this, I'm sorry. I told my husband if he ever, because he don't want to lose weight, he don't even care. And he's not like, my husband got a belly, but that's from drinking. He drank from 21 to when we met. And, you know, he slowed down and stopped drinking completely when we met. Because I'm no drinker, never was, never will be. And it ain't my forte. Plus, at that point, he had nobody. Then he had me. It made a difference. But my husband basically has a beer belly. The rest of him is muscle. Trust me. He's solid. But I have told him, because like last night was a prime example. I watched him eat a bowl of cereal, which to him wasn't big, and to me 4 years ago wasn't big, but the me now that can only eat X amount, looked at that, and that's like 5 meals for me. Cereal I would never touch, first of all, but if I did, that would have been 5 meals for me. Not 20 minutes later, he sat with a bag of Fritos, and I'm like, what are you doing? You just ate a big bowl of cereal, now you're sucking Fritos down. He's like, well, it wasn't that long ago. And I mean, sometimes I shouldn't say anything because I was like that. Not so much cereal. I was never really a cereal eater. But I was like that. I would eat and then 5 minutes later I'd be out getting something else. So sometimes I wish I wouldn't say anything because he's lost weight actually since I got surgery. Eating better but not eating 100% better. But anyway, I told him once that if he ever gets to the point where he's incapable of wiping himself, washing himself, moving about, this, that, the other thing, because of his weight, he's on his own. If he thinks he's burdening me with his bullshit, sorry to be blunt, but it's a fact. He's wrong. And he agreed 100%. And he should have agreed. Same way with me. Had I chose to eat myself into a stupor where I couldn't even do things for myself, and as bad as I was in pain, I never once had my husband take care of me as far as wiping, washing, whatever. Not. I did that myself. I would have been mortified to have my husband have to wipe my rear end. I mean, I had surgeries. I had a drain tube hanging out my side. And I wouldn't let him, and it hurt like heck. And then I was cut from under my breast to my side with my gallbladder, and I still wouldn't let him do anything for me. And let me tell you what, I leaned to this side to wipe, the same side I was cut, and it was a painful thing, but I was not letting my husband do it. I'm sorry. There's just some things that you got to be prideful about and do on your own, and that's one of them. So I told my husband that if you ever put yourself in that position, you're on your own. I love you and I meant to death do us part, but I didn't mean be an idiot and make my life a living hell over your poor choices. Nor would I do that to him and expect him to cater to me after that fact. So Becky, if Amber isn't going to wake up, which I hope to God she does soon, Amber, you got to wake up. You might want to reevaluate that entire situation. You're not even married to her. I've got 13 years under my belt with my husband and we'll be married 7 in April. I have a lot more vested and committed into my relationship than you do with Amber, and Amber you do with Becky. And my husband and I agreed that if either of us put, because I mean, we watch 600 Pound Life. You see these people. They put themselves in that position. No ifs, ands, buts about it. They chose. Every time they chose to put themselves in that position. You're choosing it, Amber. You're choosing it, Becky. I chose it 4 years ago. And now I choose to do the right thing. And to eat the right foods and drink the right things. Like Powerade Zero, my best friend. We all have choices to make. I, for one, when I was back in that shower, I started thinking about how it used to be to get a shower for me. Then I started thinking about your video today and how I wanted to talk to you. And if I could have talked to myself 6 years ago, when my doctor first started talking to me about bypass, and I was like, talk to the hand, don't want to hear it. I wish somebody would have grabbed me, shook me, and said, listen, if you can't do it, you got to find a way. And again, I only hit 298. I cannot fathom what you're feeling at 545 pounds. And let's reflect on that for a second. Amber, you have gained at least 45 pounds since January. Think about this for 5 seconds. Think about this for 5 minutes. 45 pounds. That's almost a 50-pound sack of potatoes. Put that on your back and carry it for a while. You need a reality check. You need more than counseling. I truly believe that you need to do what I did and hit the floor. And know, this is it. I have nowhere left to go. I'm down and I'm not getting up unless I severely change everything about everything I do, starting today. I said in my comment, you need to find you a bariatric clinic, and I'm not joking. I'm not advocating weight loss surgery. To me, it's the best thing I ever did for myself, the best gift I ever gave myself. But I'm telling you that I think at this stage of the game, that is your only hope. You are this close to a position you can't crawl yourself out of. A position where you're done. And Becky, she has no commitment to you. Zilch. Zilch. She can walk out that door tomorrow. And if it would be me, I promise you, you would not burden me with that. Why? Why? I'm not cruel. I'm not. It's called self-preservation. And if you don't want to self-preserve yourself, you are not dragging me down with you, is what I said to my husband. And my husband looked me right in the face and said, babe, I'd never do it. And if I did, I'd hope to God you'd walk out that door and never look back. And by the same token, I pray to God if I ever did that to him, he'd do the same thing. Walk out. And yes, you are doing it to your partner. Because why? Who do you think is going to be burdened? Who do you think is going to pick up the pieces of the crap that you left lay all over the floor when you totally screwed yourself? And in your case, Amber, Becky loves you. You love Becky today. Again, you ain't got no commitment. You have none of this. There's no piece of paper. There's no bands. There's none of it. She can walk out that door tomorrow, and with what I've seen with you talking about your family, honey, who do you have? Who is going to care for you if you let yourself get in that position? Becky, I'm not saying you'd ever do that to her. All I'm saying is you're not obligated to Amber. Amber's not obligated to you. And at the end of the day, if it's too much, you can walk away and not look back. And there's nothing holding you there. Even marriage doesn't hold somebody there the way it should most times. I don't know what else to say. I hope that maybe if it doesn't reach you, Becky, and if it doesn't reach you, Amber, someone else watching this video is in a similar or getting there situation, you know, getting to that too much weight situation. And they go, oh boy, time to change before I hit my rock bottom. I pray for you. I seriously do. I pray for everybody. I don't want any illness, harm, or bad will to come to anybody. I would never want harm on anybody. I only want and wish the whole world could be healthy, happy, and in harmony day in and day out. But the sad reality is that's not the way it is. And 98% of that in this world, of all those things I just said, health, happiness, and harmony, we choose for ourselves. We choose our happiness, we choose our health a lot of times, and we choose our harmony. You gotta want it, I guess. You gotta say enough. And I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm here for you, Amber. I'm here for you, Becky. Reach me through here. Reach me through Facebook. Chuck and Cheryl Bolts is my Facebook. I do have Twitter. I have, obviously, my YouTube. You can reach me. I don't go on MyFitnessPal. I said that before. I'll say it again. Can't tell you the last time. Oh, yes, I can. When I did my measurement video, my accountability video, I remembered I logged my measurements, and I went on to see my measurements. I really don't use MyFitnessPal, so Amber, that's not an option. If you truly want my advice, if you truly want my support, if you truly want my friendship I'm extending to you and Becky, then MyFitnessPal won't be the only way you take it, because I'm telling you I don't use it. I hope this message reaches you and you wake up, because your time is running out. Your time is coming to an end abruptly. And people have said it in the comments. It's going to take one slip, one fall, and you're done. And they're right. You're going to be bedbound and you're not going to get out. And then you're going to gain even more weight, because at least you do get up and move around in that. When I was 298 pounds and in pain, I did nothing. Nothing. I sat and cried and waited to die. Pathetic, but it's true. You do more than I did, I will give you that. But when you can't, what are you going to do? I'm begging you. I'm not even begging you. I'm telling you that if you don't wake up and if you don't change your situation fast, the choice is no longer going to be yours. Your body's going to make it for you, and there will be no turning back. So, girl, I hope this video reaches you, as in you actually watch it this time. And I would appreciate if you do, because I took my time to care enough about you to make this video. Please let me know you have seen it, and get back with me. Becky, this is for you too. It's for both of you. Becky, you were me 4 years ago. And I remember that feeling. I'll never forget it. And I never want to forget what that felt like. I'm offering my hand in friendship, my shoulder, my heart. It's yours for the taking. Thanks so much for letting me talk and viewing my video, everybody. And I wish you all the best. And if anything on my channel interests you, I mean, I talk about weight loss surgery, I talk about life, I talk about my crochet. By all means, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and click that notification bell. I do upload at least once a week, sometimes more. All right, thanks so much. And again, I hope this reaches you, Amber and Becky, and something got to give. All right, have a good day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.